I have a question from Kirtiraj Prabhu here in New Rajadam who says one of my cousins was committed suicide, and died. Well, the two go together. Uh, what at this time is the Vaishnav tradition, and what can I do for him, or so that he doesn't get a bad reaction for this activity? Uh, just a comment to our kind listeners. Kirtiraj wrote me this on the 4th of June. When there are questions that are like this of a urgent nature, they're urgent in the sense that it's 6 weeks later, or 7 weeks later, that I'm giving an answer to something that would have been better if I'd given just near the time when it happened, so as not to make either Kirtiraj wait and make whatever service he wants to do for his cousin more effective. So you need to really flag and put something there that's something that's time bound, not because you just want a quick answer to a question. That I can't do. But this is obviously in such circumstances when an answer is really needed, is quite relevant, then let us know. And then Manjari Devidasi, who's uh, sending me these and actually setting them up. She sets them up in chronological order, so I just see them in the order that they've been set up. She'll sort of put it on a priority list, and then we can answer it like that. Anyhow, it also reminds me that this weekend I was speaking with someone, one of our guests at the fair. We were talking, and they were asking me. Someone was asking me about suicide, and I can't remember exactly who it was. But I think devotees know well the consequences and risks of suicide. Uh, Suicide means that murder. Uh, it's it's destroying your own body. The general principle is there: thou shalt not kill. You're not supposed to kill. You're not supposed to take the life of another living entity. That includes your own. Every one has a purpose in this world. Our purpose is to, if not at least become God conscious in this life, at least to fully God conscious, at least to come closer to the Lord in this life. And that's why Krishna has given us this human form of life, and we can't interfere with that with not only other living entities, but even with ourselves. We don't have any right for that. Therefore, there is a reaction. It's a sinful activity to harm one's own body. Uh, Even, for instance, in the sin of meat eating, we all know that there is sinful reaction involved in eating meat because you're killing another living entity. But you're also poisoning your own body. It isn't that you can just eat anything. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells us what are the types of food in the mode of goodness for which people are not going to get a reaction. But if you eat foods in the mode of passion and ignorance, you're also punished for that. So poisoning your body, harming your body, living on a diet that's unbeneficial. Krishna also uses this word torturing uh, the super soul and the soul within. These things are all sinful activities, and people have to be prepared that they're going to actually get some kind of reaction if they live like that. So, what to speak of killing your own body? Even if you get a bad reaction for a wrong diet, you're going to get a serious reaction for destroying your body. And we know well that, all right, you don't want a material body, then your next life you won't get a body. You just stay in your subtle body, and that's called being a ghost. For how long? Well, it depends upon your crime, the circumstances, and everything else behind it. It's a detail or that Yamaraj will himself evaluate. But generally, that's the understanding. So, what to do? What to do if a member of our family has done this? Even sometimes we see Vaishnavas do that. Uh, we should feed Vaishnavas in someone's name. That's a standard thing to get the blessings of Vaishnavas and to do Vaishnav Seva in the name of a departed soul. Seva to the deities, such as sponsoring a day service to the deities, sponsoring a day service for the rest of one's life for the deities is even better. Not that person's life, because his life's finished, but for or forever, a Nitya Seva type thing. Then chanting Hare Krishna in front of a picture of the departed soul for his benefit, reading Bhagavad Gita, the entire Bhagavad Gita before him, or even a canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, or the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. These things will help a person who is in this very unfortunate, embarrassed, and painful situation, because it's a frustrating and painful situation to be in the body of a ghost. They may have pictures of Casper the Happy Ghost, comic pictures, some kind of kid's idea of what a friendly ghost is. But friendly or not, it's a condition of suffering. Because you can't move on. You need a gross material body in order to be able to move on in life, and these living entities can't move on. They can neither enjoy materially, nor can they advance, progress spiritually, so they require the benefit and help of others. And that's what the Pinda ritual for departed souls is all about. We don't perform generally those types of ritualistic activities, but we have our own Vaishnav rituals. It's not that we're completely disconnected from any type of ritual activity. And Sat Kriya Deepika and others give some guidance as to how one can deal with these situations. And of course, in our Sankirtan movement, generally it's always based around chanting, hearing, prasadam, service to Vaishnavas. These are things that benefit us and benefit others. And I know I may end up repeating myself because I just said the same thing in Hungarian. But I was just, no, I'm not. I didn't say this in English. I was just listening to a New Vrindavan conversation with Srila Prabhupada. It's called Simple Living, High Thinking. And Prabhupada was there talking about how a devotee benefits his family members. All his family members benefit from someone being a Vaishnava, someone being a devotee. And he gives the example of Prahlad Maharaj, that Hiranyakashipu was a demon. He was benefited by Prahlad Maharaj's devotion. So he says automatically all members of family become benefited by the devotional service of a Vaishnava. Of course, it depends what kind of Vaishnav one is. If one is of the level of Prahlad Maharaj, great benefit will be gotten. If we're lesser Vaishnav, then lesser benefit will be there. We should not think that just because we're quote unquote a devotee, everyone gets the same benefit. Devotees may not know Kirti Raj. He's a devotee and long standing, a really exemplary devotee, one of those that you never have any problems with. He's married to Sevita here, who devotees in the UK may know because she was there doing Sankirtan in Coventry for many, many, many years. They have two boys.